Good morning and welcome to Qigong Live Online. Today we're the advanced class today. We're going to do some walking. Somebody asked me about how you walk in Qigong, and I'm going to show you the idea, the concept of walking and walking on your muscles and not walking on your bones. Yeah. But first of all, we'll bow. Put your hands on the side of your body. Good. So you roll back on your thumbs. Bring left hand underneath, right hand on top. Go on, make a fist with your left hand, cover it with your right. When the fist has got the hole in the top, bring it toward, open your palms, bring the energy towards your heart, and then down to your physical center. Perfectly. Good. So we're going to talk about the walking today. So there's a couple of steps in the Shubha that talk about the stepping and how you weight change inside your feet. So we're going to do that exercise first, and so we're going to show you the concept of it. And then we'll move into the actual walking, using the same concept when we walk as in the same as what we're going to do in the Qigong exercise itself. Yeah. The exercise we're going to do is called, which is the easiest one, rolling with the waves. We'll use rolling with the waves and from the Taiji Qigong system. Yeah, we're going to step off with the right. Step off with your right foot. I'm going to mirror you, so step off with your right and have your toe off the ground. Yeah, and you'll be able to see your toe. I'm going to step back just slightly so you can see my toe easier. There you go. So my toes off the ground. Now when we stand, we stand. I'm not going to do the hand positions for this at the moment. I'm just going to do the feet. The toes off the ground, the weight's on the back leg, and you're standing on your kidney point. So I'm actually sprung on the back leg. I'm not standing on the heel on the back leg. I'm standing on the ball of the back leg on my kidney point. The front leg, the heels are on the ground. Now to move forward, I've got to put the toe down first. Yeah, I've got to put the toe down. Now how I put the toe down is I don't move my body forward to put the toe down. I bend the back leg, this leg, I bend that back leg down and I lower myself down that way. Yep, so just that idea of lowering the back leg, that's how you get the toe down. You don't put the toe down by changing weight and moving forward. Good, that's the very critical piece to this. So heel down, toe down, good. Now I'm going to move forward. Now as I move forward, the kidney point's on the ground now and I'm going to pull myself forward on the kidney point and I'm going to step up. Yep. And this is what you normally do in a step. Now, when we step back, we're going to do exactly the same with the back step. I'm going to put the toe on the ground first. I'll put my toe on the ground first. Then I'm going to put the heel on the ground. Now, how I get the heel on the ground is not to change weight backwards and put the heel that way. What I'm going to do is I'm going to bend the front leg down and I'm going to put the heel on the ground. Yeah, I'm going to bend the front leg to put the heel on the ground. So there's no weight change off the front leg. The weight's 100% on the front leg. And even when I lower the leg down, I can still bring the foot forward. There's no weight into the door, yeah? Then I'm going to come back. I'm going to change weight into the kidney point in the back foot. Bring the toe back up again. Yep. Then I'm going to put the toe down first by bending the back leg. Bend the back leg, put the toe down. Come forward. Bring the leg up beside the other foot. Good. Stepping back. Goes toe. Heel first, remember, bend the front leg to put the heel down. Good. Then come back and the toe comes off the ground. Good. Toe down first, stepping forward, comes forward, going backwards, toe, heel first, then come back, toe comes up. So remember the toe goes down by bending this leg. I bend this to bend the left leg. I bend the left leg down to put the toe down. Because when I put the toe down, without moving backwards, I should be able to move my foot backwards. Yep, there's no body movement to do that. If I put the toe down, and I have to watch my head, if I have to move backwards and then bring the toe forward, then I've got weight in it. So it goes down completely weightless. So I can bring the foot back and forth. Toe goes down, and how it goes down is you bend the back leg. Good. Go forward onto the kidney point. Now I'm standing on the front leg. There's no weight in the heel. The heel's just touching the ground. I'm standing on the ball of the foot. Good. Step back. Toe. Put the heel down. Bend this leg. Good. And then come forward. Perfect. So that's how it is done with the exercise. So the weight change is such an important piece, is that you want to make sure your kidney point's on the ground before you move forward, and you want to make sure your kidney point's on the ground. Well, your heel's going to be on the ground, but at the moment there's no weight in it on the way back. So both times you need your kidney point on the ground. That's where the power is. When I'm stepping, I step, heel, toe. Once the toe's on the ground, I pull myself forward into the toe. the energy goes down into my foot, and I pull myself forward, yeah? And then I come forward. When I go back, toe, heel, then I pull myself backwards from the back foot. I pull myself backwards, yeah? Pull myself forward from the front foot, pull myself backwards from the back foot. I don't push off the back foot to go forward. I don't push there because if I do that, it'll lift me up. What I'm doing is I'm pulling myself forward from the front one, which goes straight across. And I'm pulling myself backwards from the back one. And I'm pulling myself forward from the front one. Like that. And that's the principle of the stepping. And it's all done on the kidney points. So the kidney points are important. The heels don't change. The weight in the heel doesn't change. It's just touching the ground, that's all. As I'm moving forward and backwards. The heel doesn't change weight. It's just going from kidney point to kidney point. Kidney point on the back foot, kidney point on the front foot, kidney point on the back foot, kidney point on the front foot. When I'm forward, I can lift the back leg up. And when I go backwards, I can lift the front foot up. Yeah, and so that's what's happening. So we'll do that exercise anyway. So, and then I'll talk about the walking, how we use that idea for the walking. But so we step forward with the right foot. Heel goes down. Bring your hands up so you're going to push. Yep. You go toe down. Lower your back foot. Toe down. Push your hands forward as you come forward, and then bring your hands over so the palms are facing the ground, and the back foot comes up beside the other one. Now it's just the toe touching the ground. You don't put the foot beside right down. It's just the toes touching, and you put your chin on your chest. Good. And then I'm going to step back, toe, heel, and I'm going to roll back. The front foot, the right foot is going to come off the ground. I slide the hands back, and then they go down slightly, and then they push forward. But before they start pushing forward, the toe goes down first. And push forward as you go forward. There you go, perfect. Back foot comes forward, chin on chest, palms face the ground. Toe, heel, come back. Toe goes down. Forward. Toe, heel first, then come back. Toe comes off the ground. Then toe down first, and then come forward. Good, that's energetically correct how to do it. Toe, heel puts kidney point on the ground, draws back. Kidney point, left, breaks connection with the kidney point in the front foot. Kidney point back down again, comes forward. Perfect. So the exercise looks simplistic when you watch it from the outside, but the stepping is such an imperative part of this exercise to get it energetically correct, toe down, because you want the connection with the kidneys. You want the body to be earthed as you walk. Cool, and let's change sides. Step back on the left. Toes up in the air first. Remember, put the toe down, you're going to move your right foot, your right knee's going to bend down to put your toe down. You have to go down the back one, don't go forward. It's difficult because you'll find yourself going forward all the time without knowing you're doing it. You've got to bend the back leg, bend the back leg. Good. And push it forward. Back foot comes forward. Palms to the ground, chin on chest. Comes back, toe comes off the ground. Good. Toe goes down first, then come forward. Then toe, heel, and then come back. Toe comes off the ground. Toe goes down. Toe, heel, come back. Toe comes off the ground. Toe goes down, goes forward. Toe, heel, come back. Toe goes down, go forward. Good. Toe, heel, come back. Now I haven't given you the breathing for this exercise because there is of course breathing pattern. But I want you to know, focus on doing the exercise first. So when I'm teaching, I'll just teach the physical exercise first. So everybody gets the physical bit right first, and then we'll add the breath to it later. Otherwise, the mind's trying to work out the steps, the coordination, and everything else, and then you give it the breath. It's trying to work out that as well. It can be quite confusing. But it's pretty logical that you're going to breathe out as you go forward, and you're going to breathe in when you come back. But that's easy for you anyway. Toe goes down, breathing out. Toe, heel, breathe in when you come back. Get the hands just roll straight back, like sliding them off a table. And then they go down. Toe goes down first and then press. This exercise comes back from the roll back and press from the Yang style Tai Chi. Roll back and then the press. A lot of the Shubha Shi exercises came out of popular Tai Chi forms or postures in the Tai Chi forms because they're very, very powerful postures, and so energetic, they make really good Qigong exercises. Good, last one. Slide your hand back and then bring your foot down. Cool. Now, the walking. So the same principle is we're going to walk on our kidney points. So when we walk, I'm going to go to the side over here so I'm walking off the screen so you can see my feet. So when I walk, and you notice that the construction of a foot has a round heel. You have a round heel and a flat part of the front foot. There's a reason why it's rounded. I didn't invent the body, somebody else did. And they made a round heel. So you roll on the round piece. You roll on the round point to stand on your kidney points and your toes. So when I'm stepping, the heel goes down on the ground, and it's because it's round, and I roll forward on the heel into the kidney point, and then back foot comes forward. But when I come forward with the back foot, there's no weight on my heel of this foot anymore because I rolled on the heel and then I rolled forward to the front of the foot. And now the weight's on the front foot, on my kidney points and all the toes. So I'm standing there, I'm actually balanced, I'm sitting on my muscles. And I step forward again, heel. I'm going to go forward, I'm going to roll on the heel, go forward onto the toes, onto the kidney point. Yeah, once I'm happy with that, I'm going to bring the weight forward. Now the same thing again, I'm standing on the kidney point and the toes, and there's no weight on the heel. So I'm actually sprung on the foot, yeah, so I can bounce up and down because I'm standing on the muscles. I'm not standing on my heels on the bones. If I stood on my heels on the bones, now all of a sudden I've got this bone feeling going on. There is Qigong exercises to do that, but this particular one we're talking about is walking on the kidney points. Come forward on the kidney points, and you feel that flexibility. So I'll do a couple more steps. You might have more room to do this than me, but I'll run out of room. So I'm going to step forward, heel, roll on the heel to the kidney points, come forward, foot comes up, heel goes down, roll on the kidney points, go forward into the kidney 1 point. Good, and then bring back leg forward. Stepping forward, roll on the kidney point, roll on the heel, straight to the kidney point, and then step forward. Good. There's lots of pieces to this. This is the first piece of this. There's a whole classes I do in live courses where you use strings to lift your knees up. We'll talk about that another day. At this stage, I just want you to understand the principle of standing on the kidney point. So heel down, and as you roll forward on the kidney point goes down, and then you pull yourself into the kidney point, and that brings you forward. Yeah. Step forward, heel goes down again, roll on the kidney point, roll on the kidney point roll on the kidney point, roll on the heel, put the kidney point down, and then pull yourself forward into the kidney point. Good. Stepping forward, roll on your heel, goes forward into the ball of your foot, pull yourself into the kidney point. Yep. Keep doing that again. Stepping off, heel. The heel goes down, the toe goes down, the kidney point. As soon as the kidney point touches the ground, pull yourself forward into the kidney point. Stepping forward, heel, toe goes down, pull yourself into the kidney point. Stepping forward, heel, kidney point, pull yourself into the kidney point. Do the other side, heel, kidney point, pull yourself forward into the kidney point. Yep. I think you're getting the hang of this now. As I said, this is one of the walkings. There's lots of different walkings in Tai Chi and Qigong. There's lots of different ways of walking. This is a particular walking where we're walking on the kidney points and we're not walking on the heels. Heel walking, you can hear when people walk on the heels. When they walk, they go clunk, clunk, clunk. You can hear them walking across in a room on a wooden floor and you hear them go bang, 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 bang. Well, they're walking on their bones. And I can't do it because this is a marble floor, so it's a bit hard to do that. But it's just that clunk when you land on your heels. So the vibration, you hit your bones, your heels, send the vibration up through the body. It's a horrible thing when it happens. But when you're working on the muscles, because your muscles have elasticity, you float. The muscles moving, and this like this cushion when we're walking, the foot goes down and you feel like you're just floating along because you're walking on the muscles, and the muscles have this nice quiet bounce inside them without the bang, bang, bang of the heels. And so that's what happens with it, of course, is as soon as you start engaging the muscles when you're walking, it starts generating energy. So you actually produce energy when you're walking if you're walking on your muscles. If you're walking on your muscles, it does that. Now, when you see people running, quite often you'll see people running on their toes. They run on their toes when they land. They land on the ball of their feet. They don't land on their heel. Yeah. You'll see walkers when they're walking. They roll forward. They roll. From the Olympic Games just recently, you see the walkers. It's a strange thing to walk. It's fascinating how they do it, but it's a strange looking thing. But they roll forward on their feet. They're rolling on their heels. Yeah, and they roll forward onto the ball of their feet. So they're basically still running on their kidney points, and the heels are on the ground for a very split second as they roll forward. Well, people when they run, of course, the other way is we run and you land on the ball of your feet. You don't even land on your heels. There's very little, and you're pulling yourself forward. Now, when you're running, if you're a runner, you can try this. Is when you're running, think of bringing your foot forward when it hits the ground, and then pull yourself into the foot. Pull yourself into the foot when you're running and see what it feels like. It's a really weird expression of how that feels and learning how to do that. So we'll just go back to the walking a couple more times. So the heel goes down, kidney points goes down, pull yourself forward. Heel goes down, kidney point, pull yourself forward. Heel goes down, kidney point, pull yourself forward. Heel goes down, kidney point, pull yourself forward. And so you have this constant idea of being moved forward, yeah? So heel, kidney point, move yourself forward. Heel, kidney point, pull yourself forward. Heel, kidney, pull yourself forward. Heel, pull yourself forward. There you go. So that's the concept of that. So there's more power in your body if you have the kidney point on the ground. There's more power pulling yourself forward into the foot than there is pushing off the back foot. Push off the back foot. For one, when you push the back foot, it puts you up in the air. The two is when you pull yourself forward, it goes this way. Now you can try this yourself. I had a young woman in one of my Taiji classes, and we had a piano and there was wheels in the room. And she had 6 people sitting on the piano to weigh the piano down. And she did the same walking. She tried it the other way first. She put her foot down and she tried to push off the back foot, and she couldn't move the piano. But as soon as you put her kidney point down on the ground and pulled herself forward, she pushed the piano with all the people. And so it wasn't quite sure, so she did it again. She stepped forward, toe down, pulled herself into the kidney point and pushed it forward, because that's where the power is. Yep, and that's why it's so important that we do when we're walking. We have our kidney point on the ground, we pull ourselves forward. We pull ourselves forward, yeah? And when you're walking fast, you don't really notice that, only that you can feel what that's happening when you're walking, yeah? And I can feel myself being driven by myself being pulled forward instead of trying to be pushed from the back. Just think the concept of that, pull myself forward from the front. Anyway, that's how it works. So I wish I could have a bigger run and we could just walk up and down here and show you what that means. But just understand that principle. There's a few other points to this, but this will do for today. Heel, toe, pull yourself forward. Heel, toe, pull yourself forward. Heel, toe, pull yourself forward. That'll take a little bit to get used to the idea of the concept of that. As I say, there's lots of different walking variations in Qigong. That's just one particular one. Yep. If you have any questions about that, we might do another one next week. We'll see how we go and add a few more pieces. There's a lot of pieces to that. But that's the good place to start anyway, of what it feels like. The key to that, of course, is you're walking on your muscles, not your bones. You're using your muscles to generate. And remember, when we engage the muscles, it engages the qi. When your muscles are engaged, your body has to produce energy for the muscles. So by engaging the muscles, you start creating energy, but you also draw energy from outside of yourself at the same time. So by engaging your muscles, you're drawing it and creating energy and using energy internally at the same time. There you go. Hopefully you find that useful anyway. If you have any questions, please ask. Okay? And anybody who watches this video afterwards, if you're not too sure, please ask if you have any questions about it. You're very welcome. Well, I'll do a bit of walking. Qigong walking is fantastic because you can use it every day of your life. You do it walking upstairs. You walk upstairs, you use your kidney points. You pull yourself up the stairs. You don't push yourself up the stairs, you pull yourself up the stairs. Try it when you're in office. Roll back on your thumb. Cool. Very good. And step back, and then bow to each other. Have a beautiful day, everybody. Enjoy walking around today, confused. Well, not confused, but try it. Walk on your muscles, not your bones. Bye-bye.